Well, we are Jim and Ruth Brinker, and we have three beautiful daughters, Catherine, Madeline, and Emma. Maddie. There you go. So, what else do you want to talk about us? What do we do?
What do we do? It always just seems like life is kind of crazy, chaotic in an awesome way. We homeschool the girls, and we're involved in 4-H, in our homeschool co-op. The girls are in dance, so they dance a lot. Youth group. I'm sure there's other stuff we're in.
I used to teach Awana for 7 years. Also, I would say we're very involved with MACHE, which is Minnesota Association of Christian Home Educators.
Yeah, so we volunteer a lot for that, so that kind of takes up time. So I would say, we run in, our circles tend to be a lot of Christian people.
Either through homeschooling or through church.
So for us to have the opportunity to interact with people who are non-Christians, unless we go out of our way, it's really slim because we're constantly with people who believe in Christ.
Dan started working at my place of employment, and he worked in the warehouse. He ended up bringing his dog to work. We're a very dog-friendly employer, so he'd bring his dog to work a few days a week, and needless to say, my girls absolutely fell in love with this dog, Celsi, and that's how we kind of really hit it off. That was the one thing that we had that connection with. He was kind of a rock and roller. He had a rock band he was a part of at that point in time. His band signed a national record label, and so they were traveling quite a bit. And I think Dan came to the realization that he can't continue to have a dog and take care of it because he wasn't really around. So he said, why don't you take her home for 2 weeks and see how it goes. And I would say that Catherine, our oldest daughter, really got the idea that, we need to start praying for Dan. And, just thought that, hey, this is a friend of ours that, we care about his salvation and really want him to come to know the Lord. And it really kind of became a family mission in the sense that I think we continually prayed for Dan and for him to come and know the Lord.
And in 2013, Celsi passed away from cancer. We kind of lost touch with them because, truthfully, we're in our 40s.
Yeah, it's not like we have a whole lot in common with Dan. He's, right now, I'd say he's, 27? 28. And, our girls are younger and we're older, so it's just really kind of an odd mix. It's like, why would someone, why would us homeschoolers go and hang out with a heavy metal rocker? It's just, night and day.
But last year he got a new boxer puppy, and he called up Jim and just said, hey, can I bring over, Brando? I just have this new puppy. So he came over, and that was like the beginning of us getting together again. So God really used a dog. I know it sounds odd, but God used the dog to bring us back together and kind of tie our relationship together.
Actually, I kind of look at that as kind of working the soil and getting the soil prepared for seed. And then Dan went out to California. He has a cousin that was like an older brother to him that's a pastor out there. And so Dan actually accepted Christ last fall. And yeah, Dan accepted Christ last fall. And so for me, the issue really is just trying to get him plugged in and encourage him.
So last spring, Pastor Jeremy was encouraging people to find people who didn't know Christ and just become friends with them. And kind of like Dan just fit that bill because we just really enjoy being around him. He is just, our whole family loves him, but then he also loves us too. So it was just such a great time to be together. We weren't really doing a lot of stuff together. It was mainly the dog, and so it was kind of like we would have dog sat anyhow, but with Pastor Jeremy just talking about let's make friends with non-Christians and build relationships with them, we just saw it using Brando as a great opportunity, because then every time he had to drop Brando off, there's one chance that we could love on him, and if he had to pick up Brando, then we could love on him some more.